business in Belvedere, Tennessee, and welcome to our farm. We've been in business 20 years in the nursery here. Started out with 24 beds and have grown over the past 20 years to 390 beds and well over 1 million plants with infrastructure to support it. We began the wedding business about 7 years ago here in this 100-year-old barn.
We kind of started with a family friend just wanting to get married here, and then it's actually we're going to do our daughter's wedding here October the 12th. So this has been a fun little ride.
Foot of the Cumberland Mountains on Buncombe Ridge. This barn is roughly 100 years old. It was full of hay when we bought it to the top, almost all the way to the top, and I'm not kidding. And it was a job to clean it. And we started out with hay in the barn ourselves.
Around 40 people in this area, and they have their food set up down here. It's just nice for them to have a place to actually be able to bring their food that night and hang out and socialize the night before the wedding. So we include this with the price of the wedding. So it's just this room here is for the ladies to get ready in, and sometimes they bring the hairstylist and the makeup people here, and they put their dresses on. And
shed facility right here. This was built in 2016 with TAEP money. We got a cost share, which helped us on the coolers and the storage facilities. The underground building never freezes, never gets too hot. We got 16 by 30 cold storages on this side and an office right here and also storage. We're a propagation nursery, which means we do starter plants. We do starter plants for other nurseries. We do about right at 1 million cuttings a year that are shipped UPS, picked up, motor freight to about 20 states. We use a production method that's unique to the Winchester, Tennessee area, and it started by Harvey Templeton in the 1950s. It's a mist propagation system that we use right here that's unique to this area. It's in the ground, it's not in containers, and it's done with natural soil and misters and timers. And you get outside this area, you won't see this production system anywhere else. And it really works well for us. It's cost efficient and it's effective. Our farms are almost organic, not hardly, but close. We use very few chemicals, only when needed, and it has scouted when we see a problem. Most nurseries will fumigate their ground, but we've stopped doing that for certain reasons, which also means that we have several weeds we have to pull. But we can work around that. We have some people that were really good workers here that pull weeds for us, and it's not a problem. Plant propagation nurseries are a close-knit group of people. We're all friends, believe it or not. We're competitors, yet we're friendly competitors. In our area and throughout the United States, there's an association called the International Plant Propagator Society, which met last fall in October. We had a big lunch in the barn where you just saw, and we share knowledge, we share ideas. And propagators, for some reason, I think because it's so hard. And I think that, let me tell you this, plant propagation is an art, it's not a science. And what works for me may not work for my neighbors. And what works for me this time may not work for me next time. So sticking a cutting in the ground, sometimes waiting 2 weeks to 6 weeks to 2 months for that plant to root is really an art, because you're not familiar with dogwood production. Our dogwoods are T-budded, which is a system where a slice is made in the dogwood, a T slice, and then actual bud is inserted into the plant and wrapped with a rubber band and then grown another year. The top of the original plant is cut off, and then your new plant that you budded in comes out the top, and that is your new plant. So you actually have 2 plants in one on a T-budded plant. 1971. We bought it in 1993 and did a full renovation. Then we had added on to the house in 2007. The rock wall you see behind us, all the stones were cut in the mountain, right behind the mountain, behind the house.
Dental hygienist for around 27 years and decided to come home and help on the nursery a little bit, and that's when I started the wedding venue, and I've enjoyed it ever since. Advertise for the weddings. We have a website, herdfarmsweddings.com, and then I throw pictures on Facebook just to show the community what we're doing, but that's mainly the advertisement, and just pretty much try to get business by word of mouth and treating people right and letting them have a good time.
Farms Nursery here in Belvedere. They have a phenomenal propagation nursery, incredibly labor intensive. It amazes me what this guy does out there, and I know he's pulled his son in as well. All of them, and also the wedding barn venue site is just amazing. It's spectacular out here just to
What
even.
you doing now, Olivia?
Hey, I'm Olivia. I'm currently living in Knoxville, Tennessee, where I'm earning a graduate degree in speech language pathology. I'm almost done with that. Hopefully
God.
be moving soon. So
And she's getting married in our barn on these grounds October 12th.
yes.
Pray for no rain that day.
And this is our son, Hollis Herd. Tell him what you're doing, Hollis.
I go to the community college up the road, Motlow, and I'm gonna go to a 4-year school after it and decide if I'm gonna come back with the old man or not.
Thank you for visiting Herd Farms. It's been a pleasure showing you around. If you ever have any questions you want to visit, just let us know. You can reach us on Facebook. You can reach us by email, on the internet, herdfarmsnursery.com or Herd Farms Weddings.